So, you just got a new car or bike? That's awesome. Congratulations. Now let's talk about that one piece of paperwork that can seem, well, a little confusing. Vehicle insurance. In this explainer, we're going to break it all down and give you a super simple guide to getting it right from day one. You know how it is, right? The second you get those keys, you're hit with all these words like premium, third party, add-ons, claims. It can feel like a lot. But hey, stick with me. We're going to make sense of every single one of those terms, and I promise it's going to be easy.
Okay, so before we even jump into which policy to pick, let's start with the big question. The most important one, really. Why do you even need insurance in the first place?
Here's the most important thing to remember. Your insurance policy is so much more than just a piece of paper you shove in the glove compartment. Think of it as two things at once. Number one, it's your legal ticket to be on the road, and number two, it's basically your financial superhero if things go wrong.
Let's break that down a bit. Of course, it's a legal thing. The police can and will ask for it. But honestly, the bigger deal is the massive financial safety net it gives you. It can cover the repair bills for your own car after a crash, and, this is crucial, it also covers the damage you might cause to someone else's property. All of that adds up to one thing, just plain old peace of mind when you're driving.
All right, so now that we know why we need it, let's get into the very first big choice you're going to have to make. When it comes to vehicle insurance, you've basically got two main flavors to choose from.
First up, you've got third-party insurance. This is the absolute bare minimum the law requires. All it does is pay for damages you caused to someone else. That's the third party. The key thing here, your own car's damage, not covered. Then you have comprehensive insurance. And just like the name says, it's the whole package. It covers the other person, and it covers damage to your own vehicle. Yeah, it costs a bit more, but the protection you get is total 360-degree coverage.
Want a super simple way to think about it? Imagine third-party insurance is like one of those old-school basic phones that can only make calls. It does the one essential job, and that's it. Comprehensive, though, that's like the latest smartphone with unlimited data, all your favorite apps, the works. You're pretty much covered for any situation you can think of. So, let's say you've decided to go with a comprehensive plan. Great choice, but guess what? You can make it even better. It's time to talk about add-ons. Think of these as optional upgrades that you can use to supercharge your policy for way stronger protection. Hands down, the most popular add-on is zero depreciation, or what some people call bumper-to-bumper. So here's the deal. Car parts, like anything, lose value over time because of wear and tear. That's called depreciation. Normally, if you have to replace a part, the insurance company deducts that lost value from your claim. But with this add-on, nope, no deductions. You get the full price for the new part, which is a massive win, especially for a new vehicle.
Next up, we've got Return to Invoice, or RTI. This one is incredibly powerful. Let's imagine a worst-case scenario. Your new vehicle gets stolen or it's damaged so badly it's a total loss. A regular policy will only pay you what the car is worth today, its depreciated market value. But with RTI, you get back the full extra room price you paid for it originally. It's the ultimate safety net for sure.
And this one is so important, especially in India, Engine Protect. A standard policy often won't cover damage to your engine if it's because of water getting in, which is, a huge risk during monsoon season. This add-on specifically covers your engine, the most expensive part of your vehicle, against that kind of water damage. It's a lifesaver.
Okay, so you've got the perfect policy decked out with all the right add-ons, but what happens when you actually have to, use it? Let's quickly walk through the claim process. It sounds like it might be a headache, but it's actually pretty straightforward.
It really just boils down to a few steps. 1. Call your insurance company right away. Seriously, don't wait. 2. They'll send someone called a surveyor to check out the damage. 3. You'll have to hand over some documents, like your policy, RC book, and license. And after that, your vehicle gets fixed. Here, you usually get two choices. You can go cashless at a partner garage where the insurance company pays them directly, or you can do reimbursement, where you pay first and they pay you back.
Awesome! You've got the essentials down now. So for this last section, let's go over a few key tips that'll take you from just being a vehicle owner to being a really smart policyholder.
So, ever wonder what decides how much you actually pay for insurance? It's not just a random number. The insurance company looks at your car's model and age, its engine size, even where you live. But the biggest factor you can actually control is your no-claim bonus, or NCB. For every single year you go without making a claim, you earn a big discount on your renewal premium. It starts at 20% and can go all the way up to 50%. And of course, those add-ons we talked about will also play a role in the final cost. Now, it's also really important to avoid a few common traps. The absolute biggest mistake people make is just buying the cheapest policy they can find without actually checking what's covered. Some other things to watch out for are not reading the fine print, trying to hide information from the insurer, and maybe the most painful mistake of all, just forgetting to renew your policy on time. So, how do you do it the smart way? First, always renew before it expires. You've got to protect that no-claim bonus. Second, take 5 minutes to compare quotes online before renewing. You could seriously save some money. Also, every year, ask yourself if you really need all the same add-ons. And finally, if it's just a small scratch or dent, it's often smarter to just pay for it yourself instead of making a claim and losing that huge NCB discount.
And if you take away just one thing from all of this, let it be this. It's not about finding the cheapest policy. It's not about finding the one with the most bells and whistles. The best insurance policy for you is the one you totally, completely understand before you sign on the dotted line.
So, as you get ready to hit the road, just remember that your policy is like your financial co-pilot. It's way more than just a piece of paper. It's your protection. Now that you know what to look for, there's really only one question left to ask yourself. Is your policy truly ready for the road? Think about it, and drive safe.